Good day, everyone. This is Chemistry Made Easy with Aunty T, your chemistry teacher. I'm glad to be here once again. And I know I promised you that the next section will be chalkboard teaching with Aunty T. I'm so glad to be here, as I said earlier. So, but before we proceed again, before we move forward, I would like you to want to subscribe, to watch, to like, and follow my YouTube channel, and you can as well share. And there's a comment section. If there's anything you want to tell me, or there's anything you want to say about the teaching, you can as well comment. And God bless us in this so. So today we are going to start chemistry from the beginning, from the primary, because I told you guys that chemistry is very, very simple. Just that it's volatile. It's volatile. But I told you again that as a science student, you don't read, we study as a science student. But I don't know, have you ever wondered how did chemistry start? We know we study chemistry in school. How did it start? Now, chemistry starts from the word alchema. It starts from the word alchema. Alchemia. We call them the hard chemists. We call them the what? The hard chemists. Hard chemists. They deal with the heart of what? The heart of transformation. So that is where chemistry came from. So it's from what? From the alchemia, and we call them the alchemy. They deal with the heart of the heart of transformation. And then have you also wondered who the father of chemistry was? The father of chemistry is known as Aunty Lavoisier. Aunty Lavoisier was born in Egypt, Paris, that's the France country. He was born in Egypt in August 26. And he was made the father of chemistry because of his great contribution to the world of chemistry. And we also have mother of chemistry, and the mother of chemistry is no other person than the wife to Aunty Lavoisier, and her name is Marie Lavoisier. Sorry, it has her. Marie Lavoisier. Marie Lavoisier also helped in the contribution of what? Of chemistry, to bring chemistry to Newton, information of Newton. They are not the only one. We also have John Dalton, we have Robert Boyle. All these people, they contribute immensely to the growth of chemistry. And chemistry has to do with, creating something and building up, transforming something. Very, very interesting. So this section, we are going to look at introduction to chemistry. Now, what is chemistry? Chemistry is a pure science subject, and chemistry is not the only pure science subject. We also have some other pure science subjects. We have the physics and the biology. So we have the three major pure science subjects. We have the chemistry, we have the physics, and we have biology. So they are all pure science subjects. So chemistry is a pure science subject that deals with composition, property, and uses of matter. It deals with composition, properties, and the uses of matter. We see here that matter is the cogent word here. Chemistry deals with all things in the universe. Looking at matter, they said the composition, what matter is made up of, the property, the future, all the characteristics in matter. And then before we move again, matter is the word here. What is matter? We need to know the meaning of matter, since chemistry deals with matter. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. As I'm standing in front of you, I'm an example of matter. You that you are watching me at home, you are also a matter. Why are you a matter? How are you matter? Because we have mass. We are standing, it has a particular area. I'm a matter because we all have various what's called weight balance that so whereby we can check our weight and see. And when you check your weight and weight balance, the weight balance is going to read. It shows you have weight, how you occupy some spaces. So chemistry is a pure science subject that deals with the composition, property, and the uses of matter. You see, chemistry is very interesting. So even everything in the universe is made up of what is made up of matter. The air we breathe in, everything, our clothes, the books, the chair, our duvet, our couch at home, they are all made up of what? Of matter. So chemistry is a pure science subject that deals with the composition, property, and the uses of matter. Now we have to proceed. Why do we study chemistry? Why do we study chemistry? Do we have to study chemistry at all? We have to. Why do we have to study chemistry? Because number one, when we study chemistry, it gives us thinking about what? About creative, it increases our creative thinking about the study of matter. And another thing, we have the scientific knowledge about things that are happening around us. Scientific knowledge about things that is happening around us. That's why we study chemistry. Because I told you it's a pure science subject. So you study chemistry for the scientific, to understand the scientific knowledge about matter. And as a science student, as a chemistry to be precise, we have, let's say we have three aspects. We have the objective aspects, we have the theoretical aspects, and we have the practical aspects. In chemistry, we have to experiment. And whatever we experiment, we are going to what? We're going to have a kind of reasoning, we're going to have a kind of thinking, and we're going to have a kind of inferences. We record inferences, tangible inferences about our study. Thank you. So another thing we have to study, we have to see chemistry in our life. Good. We have chemistry in our lives. A lot of things is what we see. Talking about chemistry in our life is what we are observing all the time. What we are seeing changes. The chemical reaction that happens most of the time. The first one I will mention is what we used to do on daily basis. Is what we used to do on daily basis. And this is what we know as cooking. Cooking. I know we all love to eat. Cooking, let's look at cooking in a break. If you look at cooking, if you went to to go to the market to get a foodstuff, you have to prepare your food. The food has to undergo a process. We call it chemical reaction. And you wash, assuming you want to cook rice, you wash your rice. You light your gas. You put, a chemical reaction occurs. And you cannot eat your food raw, you have to cook it. So that is what happened, chemistry in our life, what we see on daily, what happens around us. The next one is rotting leaves. Rotting leaves. Rotting leaves is another chemical that happens within us. You see a lot of chemical reaction. If you observe when your leaves drops on the floor, it gets rotten, it becomes brownish. We have rotten lips. We also have rusty nail. Rusty nails. We have rusty nails. You know, nails happen to be an example of a metal where you get your nail newly to be shiny. But when it comes to a time, it's become rusty. It's turning brownish. And how does this happen? It happens due to chemical reaction. And what is that reaction? I will tell you the reaction. The reaction. What makes our nails get rust is what we know as moisture and hair. So moisture and hair, it makes our nails what? To get rust easily. So we have rusty nail. We have even making palm wine. Making palm wine is also another example of chemistry that happens in our life. Another one, we have making palm wine is what happened around house. We have another one is lighting matches, when you light a match. Lighting matches. This is another chemical reaction that occurs. So this is the chemical reaction that occurs around us. You know, chemistry, I told you, is very, very interesting and it's very, very easy. You can see, I know by looking at what we're able to gain one or two things from this lesson. From the first thing, we look at the history of chemistry in a brief. We know the father of chemistry now, which is Aunty Lavoisier. I will know the wife, which is called the mother of chemistry, which is known as Marie Lavoisier. And we're able to know the definition of chemistry. And I told you guys that chemistry is a pure science subject. And not only that, we look at chemistry in our lives. So I would like you, you know, this will come to the end of today's lecture, but I would like you to what? You know, I told you earlier to subscribe. To what again? You follow, you subscribe, you also what? You need to share this YouTube channel. And by so doing, I believe by the next class or next lecture that I'll be showing you, we'll surely enjoy ourselves together. Good day and have a nice day.